Okay, this is a similar problem than the problems that are on your My Math Lab. It is almost exactly the same, except I went in and I changed a few of the exponents, but it's very similar. You will also see that I made a little mistake here, so this is p to the third and this is p to the fourth. What your My Math Lab does that we didn't do in class is they simplified on the inside of each one of the parentheses first before taking this 4 and distributing it, and this -1 and distributing that exponent. And that goes along with what I was saying, that there are lots and lots of different ways to do one problem. So what I did was I did what they suggested you do, which is simplify the inside first. So right here, if you look on this problem in this first part, I first simplified the p's. So I have p to the third up top, p to the negative third. This negative third will be moved up top to give us p to the sixth. Q to the negative 3 will move down to give us q to the seventh. Notice the 2 doesn't move. Over here, p to the fourth and p will cancel out to be p to the third. Q to the 6 and q to the negative 6 down here, these will move up top to give us q to the 12th. The only thing left down below is a 1. Now you can see here that from this problem, when I distribute this 4 into the parentheses, I raise everything inside by a power of 4. So I'll have 2 to the 4th, p to the 6th to the 4th will give us p to the 24th, q to the 7th to the 4th will give us q to the 28th. Now what I did here was another rule that is in your book, and I didn't mention it on Tuesday, but you can use it, and it is listed in your book. And that says that if you have a grouping raised to a negative exponent, you can make that exponent a positive exponent. So if it's a -1, you can make it a 1. If it's -5, you can make it a 5 by taking what's inside and flipping it. So that's what this is over here in red. A divided by b raised to the negative n is the same as b divided by a raised to the n. And that's what I did here. I flipped the 1 and the 16 p to the third q to the 12th. And when I have that, when I raise anything to the first power, this is just itself. That's actually going to be eliminated there. So down here, I simplified 2 to the 4th to be 16 p to the 24th times 1. Right down here is my numerator. And my denominator, when I multiply these two, will be q to the 28th times 16 times p to the third times q to the 12th. That's my entire denominator down here. So from this step here to this step down here, I keep the numerator the same because there's nothing to simplify. Down below, I move the 16 out front, and I simplify q to the 28th times q to the 12th to be q to the 40th. That is a 40. And then finally, my last step is to cancel out the 16s. P to the 24th divided by p to the third gives us 21, an exponent of 21 in the numerator. And q to the 40th, there's nothing for that to cancel out, so that is right there. If you still are struggling with this problem, please let me know, and I will try to explain it in a different way.